A flawless night, in one of the dazzling streets of New York City, a young man took the stage in a venue filled with the enchanting rhythm of jazz at the heart of the city's nightlife. He was not just captivating masses with his talents, but an entire generation, a music magician whose spell was unique. Some saw him as a legend, while others considered him an immortal artist capable of overcoming time. Tony Bennett. His story would turn into an unforgettable note in history. Tony's childhood was where the seeds of his passion for music were planted. He grew up listening to the voices of legendary artists like Frank Sinatra and Ella Fitzgerald on his family's small radio. A battered piano became the key to his imagination. The magical power of music seized him, sometimes with melancholy, other times with joy. We traced the footsteps of his childhood on the streets of Brooklyn. Little Anthony Dominic Benedetto grew up among a large family. Though he may have grown up in poverty and hardship, his love for music embraced him with great passion. The notes coming from his aunt's old records kindled the fire of music in his heart, inspiring him to step into the enchanting world of art. One day, Tony vowed to become a star in this vast city. He daringly dreamed and danced in the magical world of music. For him, it was reality, his feelings transformed into songs, leaving magical details in our hearts. Young Tony's life unfolded in the music venues of New York. He sparkled on stage like a dream, sharing his sorrows and joys with those who listened to every note. However, as he climbed the ladder of his career, he also had to face the ruthless realities of life. The story of a song is the song of your soul, Tony Bennett would say. His melodic expression captured the hearts of millions. His music dried tears and made smiles dance. But behind that enchanting voice lay the sadness of love. Love letters once addressed Tony's heart. The sorrow of love found its resonance in his songs through mournful notes. The magical notes of music guided him even in his toughest moments. Tony Bennett's stage presence was a musical triumph. His voice was a gift that touched millions, enveloping their souls. A music producer once told him, "Your voice will change the world." And those words turned out to be a true prophecy. In young Tony's life, an unmissable opportunity appeared. One night, he took the stage at one of the city's most famous music clubs. Under the spotlight, he began to enchant the crowd. Little did he know that fate had prepared a big surprise for him. Behind the stage, one of the legendary names in music, Frank Sinatra, was watching him. Frank Sinatra was impressed by young Tony's talent and wanted to give him an opportunity. It was a moment that would change the course of music. Sinatra personally mentored Tony and polished his talent. Together, they laid the foundations of an unforgettable friendship. When Tony Bennett started shining on stage, he was stepping into the magical world of music. He achieved his first major success with the song "Because of You," released in 1951. suddenly, his voice echoed on radio waves, becoming a storm that moved hearts. The public's interest made him shine alongside the stars in the sky. One night, Tony Bennett gave a concert on stage with a magnificent orchestra. The stage lights, combined with his years of experience and passionately resonating voice, mesmerized the audience. At the end of the concert, his extraordinary performance was rewarded with minutes of applause, as tearful fans were moved deeply. Tony Bennett transformed into a legend on the endless journey of music. His melodies still echo on radios and in hearts. He will continue to shine like a star in the magical world of music. Those enchanting nights were the peaks of Tony Bennett's illustrious stage career. Awards and achievements not only made him a star but also turned the notes trickling from the edge of music into a love story that mesmerized the audience. However, behind the glittering moments on stage, Tony faced many struggles in his personal life. Love, pain, and triumph adorned his life, but there was one never spoken of: platonic love story. In his youth, he had a passionate bond with a beautiful actress named Catherine, who had stolen the hearts of many famous singers at that time. Yet fate never brought them together, and this love remained hidden in the light of the stars. During this successful and brilliant period, Bennett faced a turning point with a bold decision. He became entangled in the grip of addiction, fighting for his own salvation. This painful process pulled Bennett down to rock bottom, but music became his savior. The story of rebirth witnesses Tony's battle against addiction in an incredible style. Tony was determined to win the war within himself. It can only be expressed with powerful musical expression. I pulled myself out of the dark dungeons where I struggled. My notes became my light. I broke the chains of addiction. In addition to his achievements on stage, Tony Bennett filled his life with friendships. One unforgettable memory was his encounter with Frank Sinatra. They randomly met in a nightclub, and a legendary competition on stage began. This friendly rivalry that lasted for decades created a profound respect and loyalty between the two giants of music. Yet, behind Tony Bennett's life, there was also an unforgettable loss. Among his struggles, the support of his family was a cherished treasure. When Tony was still a young artist, he was shaken by the sudden loss of his father. This painful moment was a mysterious secret behind the emotional depths reflected in his music and on stage. As with any great artist, Tony Bennett faced challenges. Success and fame brought some difficulties within his inner world. However, his love for music and the support of loyal fans helped him overcome these challenges. Today, Tony Bennett is still on stage, and his voice still possesses the magical touch that resonates with thousands of hearts. His unforgettable songs continue to be listened to, defying the changing winds of time. Thus, as Tony Bennett's life continues like a fairy tale, the enchantment of music will always caress our hearts. The magical journey of this unforgettable singer, which leaves traces even in the vast waters of time, concludes here. We invite you to join this unique adventure filled with the enchantment of music.